Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tier 2, Round 6 here at Qatar. I'm your host this evening, King Luckman. Um, so I will just advise people that for a short part of Q1 there will be a bit of silence because I do need to still eat something. I wasn't supposed to be jumping on comms this evening, but I am. So yeah, for a short part of Q1 there will be silence just while I quickly eat. But I will try and flick through for everyone so they can see what's going on. You can sort of then kind of get the gist. And then after that, we're back to normal, and I will commentate on the race as best I can. So yeah, from now on, just quickly while I eat something, there will be a bit of silence. So I do apologise, guys. But yeah. So, for the people just joining, sorry about the muted. Part of Q1, I buried my granddad this afternoon and haven't eaten anything for most of the day, so wasn't supposed to be jumping on comms, but to get a stream up for you guys, I decided to do it. So please just bear with me for the next sort of 5 minutes just while I sort myself out, and then we will continue as normal into Q2. Thank you. Right, let's try this again then. So currently Ihazu sitting pole with a 121.3. Ashik is the next closest to him with a 121.9, followed by Kane with a 122.1. Kane appears to be on a lap. Let's just have a little look. He may not be. He might. No, he's not. So there's a couple of guys on our laps currently, and I will read all of the comments I've missed in just a second. Scottish Ninja is not on a lap. Cavalis is on a lap though, so we'll stay on board with him. So, just a couple of comments at the moment. Mechanical evening allotment. Good evening, Mechanical. Pint size, good evening, allotment. No, pint size says good evening. Also says good evening, gents. Cavalis has pulled into the pits. Kev King is on a lap, it appears. He is currently 2 tenths better off for the first sector. To see whether he can improve any more on that lap time. And he is improving massively. 7 tenths better off through sectors 1 and 2. Not much to sector 3 either, mostly just straights. And he puts himself P3 or 122.0. Good lap time from Kev. Gameful is not on a lap. Currently sitting in P6. Clay is on a lap though. And he is currently in the drop zone. Oh, I missed Clay's first sector split, I do apologise. But he has invalidated anyway. Kyle is on a lap and he is also in the drop zone currently. And he is almost half a second quicker through sectors 1 and 2. as Kane has retired from the session, it's in the pits. So let's see where Carl can place himself. And he puts himself P6 currently with 122.4. Silent Ninja is just about to finish sector 1. And he is about even with his first sector on his previous best. So he will need to improve just a little bit more, although there isn't very much of a difference between him and Scottish Ninja. The two ninjas battling it out currently for P10. So what is Silent Ninja going to achieve? He puts himself P6, knocks Scottish Ninja down his drop zone or 122.4. Bonival is almost half a second up through sector 1. And he is a whole second up through sector 2. If he can keep improving like this, he could challenge Ehal. This is looking like a tasty lap. Kieran jumping in there with 121.8. It's a great lap time from him. Bonival P2 a 121.5. Mega lap from him. Camimo is invalidated. Cavalis puts himself P11 at 122.6. And that is going to be your quali session. So Ehal taking P1 in Q2 with a 121.3, Bonival a 121.5, and Kieran rounding out your top 3 with a 121.8. We will be losing Cavalis, Scottish Ninja, Jay Dennis, who's making his CDR debut today, I believe, Clay and Camimo, who did not set time. We've got a nice little train formed here, look, for the AI. So just confirmation then, we will be losing Cavalis, Scottish Ninja, Jay Dennis, Clay and Cammy Mo, with Ehal taking P1 with a 121.3, just 1.3 seconds covering the top 10. So it could be interesting. So it appears Kane will be the first one to set a lap, so we'll ride on board with him for his first flyout. So Kane just finishing in sector 2 now. So Kane 121.7. Kieran will be next. 121.8. Bonnie is next. 122.4. Silent Ninja 122.6. Ashik 121.7. Ehao is next. 121.2. Really good lap time from him so far. Yeah. Mechanical is next. This is a 122.7. Gainful will be the final ones across the line of these first flyers. And he goes P7, a 122.6 as well. So not much else going on at the moment. We'll just wait for someone else to come out the pits. So Kev King is going to be next out on track. So we'll stay with him. He hasn't set time yet. I'd imagine that this is probably going to be his final run of the session. So Kev just coming through sector 3. Just see what he can do on his first fly out. Kev just about to finish sector 2. As Kane is also about to finish sector 2 and did finish sector 2. I couldn't quite jump on with his split. Ashik, I didn't try to see his either. Good work, Luckman. Kane jumps in, decides to abort. So we'll see if he can get back out or whether he decides to retire in the pits. So Kev, 122.2. Ashik is currently almost 3 temps better up through the first 2 sectors. Needs to find a little bit more to challenge pole. And he improves, but it's not enough to challenge Ehal. Ashik sets a 121.3. Still a tenth off that time from Ehal. This Ninja is a tenth better off, but invalidates. Gainful is about to finish the second sector. And he is almost 3 temps better off through the first 2 sectors as he invalidates, which is so easy around here on this track. Kieran is on a lap, I believe. As Kieran has invalidated. So Carl is yet to set a time. See what he can do. He sets a 1:22.5. Puts himself P7 currently. Let's see if Kane can challenge Ehal, or whether Ehal is going to improve on his time, which I would imagine he is going to. So Kane is currently 7th, better off. Let's see what Ehal's up to. As he is about to finish sector 1. And he is currently over on his time, I think that's it. Let's see what Kane's second sector is looking like. I didn't quite catch that either. Ehal is marginally better off through sector 2. Kane improves, but not enough to challenge Pole. And that's a 1:21.5 from him, and Ehal doesn't improve either, so that is going to be your starting top 10. Ehal in pole, Ashik P2, Kane P3, Kieran P4, Kev King P5, Mechanical P6, Bonnie Val P7. Carl Trim P8, Silent Ninja P9, and Gameful P10. I'm going to take this opportunity to have a quick cig before race start. So a little tile check for you guys. Ashik, Carl Trim, Kev King, Cavalis, Warrior and Daryl all locked in for the hards. Game was the only one opting for the softs, obviously looking to try and get an undercut on the rest, I'd imagine. And everyone else is on the mediums. So Ehal massively overshoots his grid mark. That could give Ashik a bit of a run on him into turn 1. We're just waiting for the rest of the grid to form up. As 5 red lights are out and away we go. So a bit of a poor getaway from Ashik there. Everyone else making it through nice and cleanly by the looks of things. As Gameful's car just disappears. So Ehal has already pulled. That says a 2-second gap, but it's definitely not. As Carl Trim picks up a 3-second time penalty already. It's a nice clean start from everyone so far. Jay Dennis has had a bit of an incident. He's had a little bit of a spin. He's got his front wing intact, which is a good thing. So Kane is lining up a move on Ashik. Can't get it done into turn 1, but he will be looking to try and clear Ashik before Ehal tries to build a bit of a gap on them softer, more raceable tyres. So we've had a bit of an accident going on back here. Looks like Scottish Ninja. He's got himself going again now. So DRS is enabled this lap. So we'll see if Ashik can respond to the rising pace of EHAL, or if Kane is going to launch a bit of an attack down the pit straight into turn 1. Ashik is trying desperately to stay in the DRS of EHAL. He is just teetering at the moment. So let's see what Kane's going to do. I think he's going to launch this attack and then start to try and reel EHAL back in. DRS is just so powerful down that straight if you haven't got it. Kane is now trying his best to get back into the DRS, and he has done it. As Warrior picks up 3 seconds for track limits. So there is now a bit of a gap from Gameful backwards as Mechanical has had a bit of an incident. He seems to have had a bit of a spin. It's unfortunate for Cole, as Kane is responding. But yeah, your front, front 5 stand nicely together. And then there's a few little gaps forming. Is Kane going to be able to get back into the DRS? He is at the moment. He's not. I think Kane has just missed out on DRS or VHAL. Cavaliers gets 3 seconds worth of time penalties. So yeah, Kane didn't manage to get into the DRS. And that is keeping Ashik in a pretty healthy position. P3 on hard tyres. Bonneville currently sitting there in P6. A bit of a no man's land at the moment. He'll be looking to try and cut down this gap. Start to hope for the cars ahead to battle. Ashik is just dropping back slightly from Kane at the moment. Front two are definitely starting to pick up the pace a little bit. As Anderson also picks up 3 seconds for track limits. So Kane will have DRS this time. And he looks like he is mounting a move now. Ehau hugging the inside line. Kane gets it done before the braking zone. There's a good move from him. As we have an incident. As Kieran's had a bit of an incident. That's unfortunate for him. He was running quite comfortably in P5. So Ehau is looking to make a move. Goes down the inside. He gets it done. Lots of respect given between those two guys. As Ashik has managed to make it past Kev. So let's see what is happening down the order. So Gainful will be looking to pit shortly, I would imagine. As Clay is having a little look. So there is a bit of a train forming. It starts with Ninja and it ends all the way down in P12 at the moment, with Carl just teetering on the DRS of Warrior. Let's see if Gameful makes the move. Looking around the outside of Silent Ninja. Can't get it done. Ehau has made it back past Kane though. So this will be a good little duel between these two. As Carl picks up another 3 seconds track limits, and so does Cavalis. Here we go then. Kane looks to the outside. Can't get it done. car trim as repaired. In the pits, I think it is. Yeah, car trim tyres in the pits. So Kane is just teetering again on the edge of DRS, but has almost double the amount of ERS as EHAL. So again, Kane just sitting on the back of EHAL, just sort of using him to drag him along. Recharge his battery. So Gameful has now pitted onto them hards, so he'll be looking for an undercut on the likes of Silent Ninja, Bonneville, etc. But I'd imagine he's going to be quite susceptible to a pass in the later laps from the guys with fresher tyres, but we'll see how that one plays out. Could be a great call. Silent Ninja picks up 3 seconds for track limits, as Kane is just dropped off of EHAL's DRS, but again does have double the amount of ERS to play around with than EHAL does. So we'll see how this pit stop phases start playing out. I'd imagine that the pit window for the mediums is starting to open around about now. So Daryl is looking close to the back of Cavalis. As he has dropped it. Or is he? Wait, what's going on here? That doesn't make sense. EHAL's in the lead. Okay. As Jay Dennis picks up 3 seconds for track limits. How can he be in last place when he's got Kane behind him in P2? This is going to make things difficult. Oh, I wish this game would stop bringing so many bugs to it. It just makes commentators' life so much harder. So alright, we've had a few pit stops over the last couple of laps. Scottish Ninja has pitted for softs, so he is definitely going to need to make another pit stop, I would imagine. Mechanical jumps onto the hards and talks the hards. Anderson is on 6-lap old hards, making his way back up the field as Bonneville picks up 3 seconds for track limits. So Kev and Ashik just pulling away from Kev a little bit as Clay decides to pit off of them hards, or onto them hards, sorry, off the mediums onto them hards. Where is he? How gone now? Oh, he's pitted. That makes sense. So Ehal has pitted now as well. So I'd imagine that Kane is going to respond in the next lap or two. I'd imagine it's probably going to be this lap, or definitely the next, as we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Who's that? Going slowly. Might have been Dylan. I think it was, yeah, it was Dylan. And Toxa picks up another 3 seconds for track limits. So Kane decided not to pit just yet. If I know Kane, he's going to jump onto the softs. And if that is the case, he could have a bit of an advantage if he can get close to the back of Ehal within a couple of laps. After that, the advantage is gone. Let's see what he does. Obviously one of my teammates, so it would be nice for him to have a little win, boost Aston Martin's points up a bit. So we'll see if he responds to Ehal pitting anytime soon. It's Kieran making his way back up the order again after that little excursion earlier on in the race. So he's making some sort of progress. Kane stayed out again. He's definitely looking to go onto the soft side of America. I reckon there's no way that he'd want less life on the hards than he would the mediums. That doesn't make much sense. So he is going on the softs. As Ehal manages to make it past Warrior, now has his teammate in front of him. So he's Kieran going to play team orders and let him past on them fresher tyres. Decides against it. Still Kieran not letting Ehal past. So he's playing into Kane's hands just a touch. There we go then, Ehal's passed. See what sort of inroads he can make into that pit stop time of Kane's. See how has pretty much drained all of his battery. So we'll see whether that works against him as well towards the end of this race. So Kieran and Cavaliers decided to pit. As we have a yellow flag in sector 3. That appears to be Dylan having a bit of an issue. Yep, definitely having an issue. That is definitely bringing out the safety car. That is correct. Oh, that's played into Kane's hands massively. Is that a pair of mediums? It's mediums, he has. He's gone for the mediums. I don't think he would. I thought he would have went for the softs personally. But that now brings him out in P2 and ahead of Ehal. Wow, that's worked out massive. That's worked out really well for Kane. So we are just waiting for the rest of the grid to form back up now. So here we go then. The safety car is in this lap. As Ehal, Ehal isn't giving Kev space whatsoever. Which is causing carnage behind. Right, let's get this going now. As Kieran picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. The Warrior also picked up 3 seconds for track limits. So we'll see if Kane can build a bit of a gap to Kev. As Darryl picks up 3 seconds for track limits. We will check penalties in a second for you guys. So there's a bit of a gap from Kev back to Ehal. As Ninja's having a little look around the outside, it appears. Can't quite get it done. So Clay picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Let's have a look at the penalties for you guys. So Ninja, Kieran have 3, Warrior with 6, Bonnieval with 3. What is going on with Ehal? Keeps dropping all the way down the order. As Clay has now dropped down the order. I wonder whether he's had a little bit of an incident with somebody. Scottish Ninja has no wing. It's unfortunate of him. But yeah, then Gameful has 6. Cavalis has 9. Dennis has 11. Clay has 3. Darryl has 6. Anderson has 6. Mechanical 3 and Toxa has 8, I think this is. As Kane has set the fastest lap of the race on them hards. So he is trying to check out. And Ehal is still... Is he ghosted? Why is he ghosted for? What's up with that? Scottish Ninja has retired from the session. What's up with that? It's telling me he's still in the lobby. I don't know what is up with that, but he's ghosted. It's telling me he's still in the lobby. So this looks like Kane's to lose. Silent Ninja is still trying to fend off Kieran. Kieran and Silent Ninja both need to gap. Cami Mo by 3 seconds. As Ashik is dropping. Currently going wheel to wheel with Warrior. So let's see if Kieran can get it done on Ninja. As Mechanicals, that's the fastest lap of the race on fresh softs. Let's see what Kieran can do. If he can get it done on this pit straight. He throws it down the inside. Good amount of room left between those two guys. Good racing. So Cami's dropped down the order. He must have had a bit of an incident as well that I missed. He is also under fueled because he has got fuel lights. Let's see if anyone else has. Ehal has. So just Ehal and Cami. So we'll keep an eye on Cami. There is a bit of a train forming now. As Cavaliers is looking close to the back of Jay Dennis. Jay Dennis picks up another 3 seconds for track limits. Here we go then. Cavaliers looking for the move on Jay Dennis. Gets it done and gets Cami Moo at the same time. 2 for the price of 1. Good driving there from Cavaliers. Let's look at the position changes then. Warrior up 9. Bonneville up 4. Silent Ninja up 5. So Cavaliers has dropped back behind Jay Dennis and Cami Mo. Don't know whether there was maybe a little incident there. So Sheik has joined the party onto the back of Ninja and Kieran. So he'll be looking to pass these two rather quickly. And it looks like he's going to be able to do at least Kieran, maybe not. Or he's looking up the inside, which will turn to the outside, which will then turn back into the inside again, and he's got it done. Kieran fighting it hard. Not a lot he could do there though, to be fair, as Darryl picks up 3 seconds for track limits. So, still not a lot going on. Ashik has made it past Ninja in the end. Do apologise for missing that, just trying to sort out a few things. So we have a yellow flag. Oh, Silent Ninja's dropped it somewhere, but I can't see where. Hasn't brought out the safety car. It's unfortunate for Ninja. Having quite a nice drive up there. Definitely one of the better drives of his season so far, so it's unfortunate for him. So Bonnie has made it onto the back of Kev. So let's see if Bonnie can make the move on Kev, as we are on the penultimate lap of this race. So Bonnie is practically pushing Kev through these corners. So I'd imagine that this is going to be fairly easy for him. And he does, he gets it done. So we got his yellow flag. What is that for? Someone running out of fuel, I'd imagine. As that is the end of this race then. Kane Lowry taking P1, Kev King P2, Bodybow P3, Ashik P4, Kieran P5, Gameful P6, Warrior P7, Cavalis P8, J Dennis P9, Clay jumps up to P8, Cami P11, Mechanical is still fighting with Daryl. So Cami then P11, Mechanical P12, Daryl P13, and Toxa will round the final corner to go P14, and Anderson will then come home to take a P15 with Ehal taking P16. It's unfortunate for him. Uh, well, my invite list was still showing he was in the session, even though he's restarted his PS and all the rest of it. So I'd imagine that he will get classified as P16, but it won't make a difference. Fastest lap then went to mechanical for 1:24.051. And your positional changes was Warrior up 9. Is the big standout for me. It's a decent enough drive for him. It's probably his highest finish this season, I think. So it's good from him. Really nice to see. There's Ehal's car finally crosses the line. Or it doesn't cross the line, so everyone just needs to wait. What is going on? This just doesn't make any sense. Alright, so just need to get your podium setters into the chat for quick questions, and it will be quick questions. As I say, I wasn't supposed to do comms this evening, so we need to get Gain Lowry, I think it's Kev King, and Bonnieval into this session. Let's do that now. Add Gain, Kev, Bonnie. Let's get them into the party. As Bonnie joins us.
See if some voice, yeah.
As Kane joins us. So we will get this underway. As I say, it will be a little bit of a quick one this evening. I wasn't supposed to be on comms. So let's start with your race winner then. Kane, good evening, buddy. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It was a nice race.
It was a pretty dominant race in the end for you.
Yeah, pretty much. It was honestly quite boring at the end, but it was all fun until the safety car came out. But after that, it was quite boring to me.
So you surprised me when you boxed onto hards. I thought you were going to box onto the softs, knowing that you're normally pretty good on your tyres. So talk us through that one.
Yeah, I would have boxed for softs, but I didn't have any new ones left because I had a little incident at Q2, so I needed to use an extra set there. So unfortunate, but I can manage probably hard tires also. So
yeah, no, that now makes sense. To be fair, like I was saying to on stream, it looked as if you were going for a medium soft strat, so it was a bit surprising to me when you picked the hards, but it does now make sense.
yeah, I was going for it, but I realized that I didn't have any new sets on the soft, so I needed to do a little compromise on my strategy.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's another real good race from UK and another good race win for the Aston Martin boys. So well done this evening, buddy.
Yeah, cheers.
We will now jump on with Bonnieval, our P2, I believe, P3?
P3.
P3.
Kev is P2, but obviously because of whatever happened at the end, I think that was a result of E-Hell. It's Kane, Kev, myself.
Yeah, that's what I did think. I'm trying to go back from the last lap on the stream, so I was trying to find that. But
yeah, I've trimmed basically as everyone's crossing the line. I've trimmed as much as I can. I've already sent it to Dan. So
yeah, you're a star. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you're a star. Thank you, bud. So talk us through it from your point of view. Obviously, qualified a little bit probably further down than you'd have hoped for in what was it, P7, P8 in the end?
P6.
P6.
If I didn't invalidate, it would have been P2 or P3. But that's just Qatar for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. So talk us through it from your perspective. Obviously, your race managed to keep it out of trouble for the first, obviously, few laps. You sort of dropped a little bit down the order from what I could see, and then just sort of made your way back under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, it was just a lack of pace. Probably would have been better to start on the hards, but I had a fresh set of mediums just in case a safety car happened, which obviously it did. But just general pace-wise, it was just I was nowhere. I was quite happy, comfortable finishing in P5 or P6, but the safety car came out. I didn't want to box straight away, which probably seems a bit weird, but managed to box anyway, get the fresh set of mediums on. Knowing that degradation was pretty high, people on even on hards would probably struggle a bit. So we kind of saved as much CRS as we could. Even before the safety car, I only used it once to get past Gameful. And then, yeah, it was just kind of, wouldn't say damage limitation, but just kind of see where we can get to. And the 3 seconds didn't really help much, but I'd rather it be a 3 seconds than, anything more. But to come at a track I don't really like, P3, I can't really complain at that at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's obviously another podium for you in your championship hunt this season. And another fairly half-decent drive, if I'm totally honest. Bonnie stayed out of trouble and got yourself another podium. So it's good to see you again on the podium, bud. Hopefully it continues.
Hopefully.
That will be the end of this evening, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We will be back on Sunday at 8 o'clock for Tier 3 round the same place, Qatar. And next week we will be not here, obviously, because of the Christmas break. We will next be returning on the 5th of January, and that will be Japan. So I hope everyone has a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and I will catch you in the new year. Luckman over and out.